How to add a appointment booking system calendar on Shopify for free. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can get started with building your appointment booking system on Shopify. So let's get into it. Now, to get started with building our appointment booking system on Shopify, we have to install a integration. So appointment bookings on Shopify can be used for anything from services to seminars to one-on-one sessions. Anything that you're doing could be appointment based. It could be in the cosmetic domain, it could be in the therapy domain, it could be personal coaching, it could be classes that you're taking. Maybe you're, teaching candle making and you take a class of 5 people. So it can be of variable reasons. So to be able to actually manage those bookings directly on Shopify, you're going to go into settings on the bottom left and click on apps and sales channels. Once you do that, you're going to click on the Shopify App Store on the top right. And once you open up the Shopify App Store, you're just going to search for bookings. And once you search for bookings, you're going to be able to find multiple different calendars that are going to help you in creating booking systems. Now, I personally really like using Appointly. This is appointment booking with Appointly. There's also appointment booking calendar and appointment booking by Appointo. All of these are great. You can even use Calendly. However, Calendly is not going to be a direct integration. So if you search for Calendly over here, you're not going to find the actual Calendly application simply because it's not available on Shopify. However, you can just copy the widget for Calendly and just paste it onto your Shopify store. However, you're not going to be able to manage any of the stats in Shopify. So that's one thing you should keep in mind. Now, you can use any tool that you want. So I'm just going to go for Appointly. And once you open up Appointly over here, you're going to be able to see the different free plans. You can add one service. Then on the starter plan for $5 a month, you can add up to however many services you want. Keep in mind that the free plans are variable on all 3 of these plugins. If you take a look at appointment booking calendar, you can actually build unlimited appointments and unlimited service pages. You don't have that kind of a limitation that you have using Appointly. And then if you use the Appointo appointment booking, so appoint into whatever you might want to call it, you can see that even in this application, you can only link one product. So you can only sell one particular service. This is totally up to you how you want to set these calendars up. I recommend that you go with one where it's free to use for the most part, so you can easily build your bookings. And for that application, I recommend appointment booking by BookEasy. This is super effective simply because if you take a look at some of their features, you can create customizable slots, breaks, and holidays, set deadlines, have multi-day appointments, create staff, as well as manage locations. And you can also have scheduling tools. And the best part is that this is completely free. So instead of using a paid plan, you can use this particular application for free and you can just click on install. Simply because for a lot of people, it's not really realistic to pay a separate fee for a app every month just to set up some basic bookings, especially if it's nothing too specialized. You can easily use BookEasy and click on install application over here. Now, once our application has been installed, we can actually get started with setting up our application. So as you guys can see on the bottom left, you will see your application title. And you will have to pin this to your navigation. I just like to pin it for easy access. And then you can click on BookEasy over here. Now, the next thing you have to do is enable the BookEasy widget. So you can do this when you're editing your online store, or you can just click on enable over here and click on go to theme editor. And this will automatically open up your Shopify theme editor. And then it will automatically show you the app embed, and you just want to enable the BookEasy app embed. And if you can't find it, if it doesn't automatically open up for you, just open up your Shopify theme. And on the leftmost toolbar, you have this icon, which is the app embed icon. Just click on this and then click on BookEasy to make sure that BookEasy is now able to work. And then click on save on the top right. Make sure to save these changes, and now you can go back. Now, once you have actually approved that, you can get started with the next step. You're just going to click on next. And now you can link products to the appointment. So you're going to click on select product and you can create your product. I currently haven't added a actual product that is supposed to be appointment based. So I'm going to click on add product and I'm going to name the product whatever I want. Let's say this is going to be a life coaching, and then I can add the price of this item and then scroll down. I don't want the track quantity, and this is not even a physical product, so I don't have to apply this, and then just click on save over here. And I'm just going to click on save over here. Now, once I've created my product, I can go back into Book Easy. And I'm going to click on get started, and we're going to continue with our time zone. Click on select product, and I'm going to add life coaching. Now, once I've selected my product, I can click on next and then create a appointment name. So this might be life coaching, and then you can add your appointment duration. So let's say this is going to be 1 hour. You can make this based on hour or 60 minutes. So let's say this is going to be 90-minute appointment. Then after that, you have your appointment slot interval. So how much of a interval is going to be set? Let's say this is going to be 15 minutes. Obviously, you don't want to make your slot intervals too small. So if your slot interval is 60 minutes, the time shown will be 9 to 10, and then 10 to 11. This is usually going to be directly correlated to your appointment duration. Then you will have your appointment lead time. So one thing to keep in mind is that if your appointment slot interval is like 20 minutes, that doesn't mean that your duration is going to be reduced. That just means that people can choose to book you at 2 o'clock, 2:20, 2:40, like that. So I like to keep like a 30-minute slot interval just so it's easier for me. Then I have my appointment lead time. So the appointment has to be booked at least a certain time beforehand. Let's say I don't take appointments that are not booked 1 day in advance. You can choose that, or you can add the minutes if you want. I just like to add 1 day in advance. So if people have to book 1 day ahead. Then you have the number of days to be shown to a customer. I like to keep this at 25, not the entire month. And then you will have your appointment availability. So you're going to set your working hours. Let's say it's 9 a.m. to 5 instead of 6. So I'm going to change that. And let's say you don't work Sundays and Saturdays, and the rest we are working till 5. So I'm just going to set this. Let's say maybe on Wednesdays we start early and then we finish early as well, like this. So you can have variable times as well. And then you're going to click on next on the bottom. Once you have completed this, you can click on view and store, and just like that, your product or service has been created. So now this service has been created. People can click on book your time. They can choose the date, and then they can choose the time, so 2 p.m. and then click on next over here, and then click on add to cart, and then they can go to the checkout to actually purchase their booking. So in this way you can build a free and easy to use appointment booking calendar. Now after you've built your calendar, you can go into the settings section over here, and you have some general settings. So below that you have your payment status and enable reservation time. So how long for a certain slot is to be chosen for a customer, and if another customer is purchasing, how long do we reserve that slot if someone hasn't paid yet. Then after that, you also have some other settings as well. Now going back into the Book Easy settings, you also have some team settings where you can add your team members. So you can click on add team member, and then add the other team members and locations that the other member might be available at. So this can be super helpful if you're working in a larger setup where there are multiple different people that can be booked. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.